Hi and hello, welcome back. Jana here with a new process video, and this is just for fun. There's no DT work behind it. So I discovered a new collection or new designer, a new manufacturer to me. It's called Minty Papers, and I found it, or I saw it on the Creative World back in January in Frankfurt, and I totally fell in love with some of the designs, some of the prints and patterns, and so I found an online store in Germany where I can get some of the stuff. And yeah, you can see on the right side I did tons of fussy cutting. The collection I'm working with called Wilderness, and I also added some bits and pieces from life stories. And they are selling 6x8 paper pads just for fussy cutting. How awesome is that? So you will get a bunch of papers with leaves, with flowers, with florals, with all kinds of stuff, and it's just amazing. And the paper quality is very great. It's a very thick paper, so I'm totally happy. Some other new things I'm using here, it's new embossing powders by Lindy's Gang, and they called wait a second, Metal Maniacs, and they are 5 different very heavy, chunky embossing powders in it. And I thought I would go with this a tin roof rusted color, but it was way too close to the embellishments I have picked, and so I will work on that later, and I will end it up with Silence in Is Golden, and it's a black color with hints of gold in it, and it's very pretty, and I totally love it. I have added some texture with heavy gesso on my background paper. I have also primed some of the areas with gesso just because I wanted to bring in some mixed media too. And the color I'm adding, or I'm working with right now, called My Mojito Green. It's a magical powder, and it's just the perfect shade for some outside pictures. And I'm scrapping 2 pictures from my little one, giving a big tree a big hug. And I think the collection I picked and the colors I'm using are just perfect for that pictures. And yeah, you can see the pattern showing through the colors. And I am working, I will add some more layers as I go, just because the magical powders are drying a bit lighter, and I wanted to have it very bright and clear and, you know, not faded out. And so I added a few layers, and I totally love how this is looking. I also wanted to bring in some different colored splatters, and so I'm mixing the Mojito Green into some white acrylic paint, and I'm just adding more and more powder so that I will have different shades of that color. And I'm really happy about the background. I really love how this is coming together and how it's looking. So now I need to wait for everything to get dry, and then I will start to embellishment my layout. And I totally love the chipboard wreath. It's from Cora Projects, I believe. And yeah, I love the size from the circle, and I just added the embossing powder to it, and I totally love it. And now you can see all the different designs from the papers I fussy cut out. And like I said before, tons of them, oh my gosh, they are from the 6x8 fussy cut paper pad. I can't remember if there is a special name for that pad, so I will have a look at it later, and I will add it to the description box. So I have added tons and tons of layers, and now I'm bringing in some cotton thread just for another texture and for some interest. And I totally love that little squirrel and I will place that right there in that corner. And I'm working with hot glue. I know it's not the perfect choice, but I love how easy and quick it is, and I will still use it. So yeah, everything is glued glued down, and I did some more fussy cutting. There's a little bird and another brownish colored paper. I just had one of them on the right side, and I wanted to add the same leaf color on the left side. Yeah, and I am nearly done. So I will glue down that big bunch of pictures and embellishments right now. And then I will work on my little title and on some final touches. And I will bring in some tiny black letters, and I believe they are from crate paper maybe from the Halloween collection. I am not pretty sure about that, but I love the size and the font, and it's black, and I wanted to bring in some black because there is some black in the heat embossed frieze. And yeah, here you can see the tiny letters, and I will just add tree and hug, and I will also place his first letter, or the letter from his first name, onto that picture. And let me think. Oh yeah, animal dots, for sure, some animal dots. So I will bring in some dark green and some black dots, and then I call it a layout. And I am so in love with the bits and pieces, and I'm always happy when I found some new to me designers, or just I totally love it, and so I'm even more happier when I can get them here in Germany. It's not always said that we can get all the good stuff here in Germany, and so I'm always happy when I did. Yeah, adding the final touches, and then you will get a little close-up and for sure some final pictures at the end. And that's it. Thank you and bye!